What's up, guys? Japanda here, coming at you again with another animation throwdown video. Um, Rumble time once again. We Be Pirates versus American Alcoholics. So far, it looks like we are 4-0 going into this match, and so far we're ahead 11K to 6.8. So looks like we're doing pretty good so far. Let's get into some matches and see if we can add to that lead. Facing off against Chief EC here, and it doesn't look like I have a very good hand, but it looks like I'm going to have to make a Blurns Ball combo. I do have a few that do make a pretty nice looking punch. Um, Baseball Peter is going to be just enough to take care of this wrestling in one swing, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. I happen to just know that the other combos would barely miss on that. Looks like he's going to also take care of this golden turd, which is excellent because we're going to be able to add to that uh, punch. We're going to add 12 more punch. I think this turns out to be 13 more punch to that attack, being able to clear his next card in first position. So looks like this match is turning out to be pretty good. Instead of a high health card, no, we're going to win the game on this particular turn, so I am going to throw the highest health card possible and see if that secures us the 100, which it should, and moving on. That was a little bit scary because, Baseball Peter's not the best without the alcoholic, without the athletic BGE. Um, but I kept it in my deck because it does, such as in that case, was just good enough. So we're facing off against Moose Doomer. Looks like based on the level of his Louise here, this is going to be a pretty easy match. I'm gonna maybe even get down a SWAT Bob in first position. Um, see if there's any combos that'll kill Professor Farnsworth, I should say, in one swing. Maybe I can go for a wider approach, and then I'll combo Golden Turd into Stan, giving it Leech, healing it up and stuff. So we're gonna take the slow approach here, and hopefully it'll pay off for us, and we can get everything healed up nicely like we need it to. So that's going to work out for us. Um, luckily so, and luckily we have the armed BGE to give us a hand on that as well, plus the Tina Burgers. So burgers flying just like always. Let's get down the biggest health card since we are going to win the game on this turn. Doesn't matter actually what I do. I could have chosen anything. We're still going to end up with the 100 on this one. Let's get it. I always do want to think about that at the end to try to maximize, even if I am going to guarantee myself the win. Because even if I'm going to guarantee myself the 100, I should say, because just as an exercise in doing things optimally, I also try and do that when I'm doing the challenges as well. I know for the 10 energy challenge, it does make a difference whether you get level 1, 2, or 3. So you do have to kind of play in the same manner, think in the same ways that you do in the rumbles in order to kind of optimize that. So Penguin Conservator is going to swing only for about 23 or so with the rifle with the BGE buff. Um, I'm hoping that if he combos No Mercy Dojo, that it won't kill the rifle outright. Um, because I don't think this is a very good counter to No Mercy Dojo. So in this case, I'd rather go wide almost because I think that rifle has a similar property to Penguin Conservator. I don't know which one. They're going to probably do similar work in that he has the poison and the punch, and it's guaranteed into that. So sexy dance fighting. It's not what I wanted to see, but we're going to get a Devil Bobby here in second position. I think this game we're going to um, worry mostly about actually straight winning the game because this guy looks like a super tough opponent. Um, let's see. We're we know Leela's going to survive a swing here, so we're going to go ahead and get her down as a defensive card, and hopefully we can win within the next couple turns here to not take too much damage from this sexy dance fighting. Goodness gracious, sexy dance fighting. Golly, man, I got to get my Samurai Toshi leveled up, or some other fighting combos, man, because that sexy dance fighting looks pretty mean. Okay, so highest health, Peter, and we're going to win the game on this turn off of the back of Devil Bobby. Um, Luckily so, because of the sexy dance fighting that he was able to put down in the first position. I am so glad that I chose to put the Rogers Closet in second position versus comboing the first turn, because that could have actually cost me the game altogether had I not been able to make a very strong combo in the second position there. So did get pretty lucky to win, honestly, because I had to draw into that Bobby, but we're going to take the 79 on that one, given how strong their opponent is, and hopefully some of you, especially in my guild, some one of the lower um, leveled players, will be able to handle that a little bit more effectively. So we're going to go ahead and try for a Sex Ed Peter in position 1, and hopefully that's going to be enough to take care of most of what he's going to put down in first position until we can get a little bit more support out in the next slots. We're going to put out Burger Suit next because that motivates Sex Ed Peter right away into Clobberella, which motivates it even further. And so this should end the game really on this particular swing, and that's going to be another easy 100. I love it when it's that easy. But and I love it when you get a really, really good hand and a really good opening like that as well. So I know my deck is a little bit heavy as far as the number of cards that I'm using, but I usually like to, it's 33 cards, I usually like to keep it closer to the 28 number, but I had to throw in these Giggity Guns, because it's so strong right now. I win games off of the back of Giggity Gun all of the time, just throwing them down in first position. And we're gonna go ahead and um, uh, help out the other Giggity Gun with this Giggity Gun. Since they do have arm, they will heal themselves. Payback will take care of the first position card. And is this going to be enough punch? 21 plus 10 is 31. No, it's not. But luckily, we're going to keep our whole board armed here to maximize our heals. And he does not combo Roger, so that's going to be very, very good for us in the sense that Giggity Gun will survive here. There's a 50-50 here, and that would win. So if I hit that 50-50, then that would 50-50 would hit that. So this is actually guaranteed. The 50-50s cancel out here. So I'm going to go ahead and start getting ready for a SWAT Bob to see if I have enough time to do any heals to try to help maximize my score. And doesn't look like I am going to here, unfortunately. But luckily they are armed, so they do get the natural heal. We'll just get the biggest health out instead, since we are going to win on this swing, and hopefully we'll end up with a decent score out of this one, even given facing a Bobby Hero. 95, can't complain given the circumstances there, and that's probably about as good as it gets there. Alright, getting into the next match. Facing another Bobby Hero. Looks pretty leveled up which is pretty scary, but that's okay. We're gonna see if the AI plays his deck optimally. Giggity Gun's gonna take care of Peggy. This is gonna allow us to stabilize immediately. Um, Golden Turd combos with all three of my character cards here, so I'm for to leave my options as wide as possible here. I'm going to go ahead and set the Golden Turd first. Um, None of these combos are very good, however, with that Golden Turd makes. So I may actually end up going with the Giggity Gun for the punch to help supplement the first position card, and maybe go with the Stan's Grill in second position once he places something in front of it. Honey Mustache Stewie, man, this guy's got a really good deck. He's using the disguised BGE to his full advantage here. So we're going to get this Stan's Grill down in second position, and hopefully with its 13 leech, it can maintain um, its health enough to get us at least over a 90 on this one is what I'm kind of hoping for. Um, are we going to win the game on this swing? It is possible, I believe. Let's see. If 9 punch goes there, that's 3, 13, and 16 will definitely do it. So it's a 50-50 on winning the game this turn. Um, I should... oh, does this motivate guarantee it? And should I wait? Um, I'm sorry, in a little hurry on this rumble, guys. I don't have time to think about how to do this the most optimally. I'm just going to hope this particular setup is the best way that I could do it, and that does win us the game on this one, giving us a 96, and I hope that was right. Let me know in the comments, guys, if that wasn't optimal, or if you feel like I could have done that turn any better. But I do want to get through the last 4 matches here pretty quickly as possible. We're facing off against 18495911129. Of course, you know my favorite number with a Bender hero. So we're going to go ahead and get down this Giggity Gun in first position because we do not have to combo it to get that punch off. It'll give us some more time to maybe get another punch card in the second position to help supplement um, the total attack on the board before we can start getting some heals going. Giggity Gun is automatically going to take care of the Roger. 12. If we win the 50-50, we'll also take care of the wrestling. I'm going to gamble on the 50-50 here because that's in my nature, and I'm going to try and get SWAT Bob down sooner so that I could try to guarantee myself 100. And it actually does kill the rifle. I forgot about. I'm not sure if I thought about that properly. Maybe that was guaranteed, maybe it wasn't. But we're going to go ahead and get this SWAT Bob down. I don't know if we need it or not because it looks like the armed BGE is going to give us some natural heal. We're going to win the game on this turn, so I'll just get down the biggest health as a exercise in being optimal, and let's move on. Beautiful. Alright, so looks like a pretty good hand here. We're going to get down a Leela rifle combo. We'll probably, hopefully, take this golden turd out. It might be one off here. I'm not sure. Let's gamble. Yeah, it is. I think it's one off. Oh, just got it. Oh, beautiful. So that is, pardon me, gross, Japan. Jeez, we are recording a video. Um, okay, so looks like this is going to be a pretty easy match. He's never going to have anything in the second position for me to use this Toga Bill against, so I'm going to go ahead and just keep my board completely armed and get another Leela combo down. And her punch is going to and her attack is probably going to take care of anything that he could potentially throw. Keep my entire board armed again, once again, as an exercise in optimability, given the automatic heal. Another 100 in the books. Let's move on. 3 matches to go, and hopefully we can 2 matches to go. Pardon me. Hopefully we can not run into that one dude that gave me a whole heck of a lot of problems earlier. So we're up against a Stewie. 28 health means he's super super low. We're gonna get down to wrestling because we're thinking about if Peter can make a rodeo Peter that can kill the card in first position. It's crazed. It's going to start going crazy, and we can get a Swap Bob in second position, and that's just kind of the optimal setup in my mind. Can we motivate this into killing the Leela? And the answer is yes. So we're going to drop the personalized beer mug instead of the golden turd or the bob so that we can make sure the rodeo Peter continues to craze. And it doesn't matter what we do from here, but just as a exercise here, I'm going to go ahead and put down the part of the golden turd combo. And then, since we're on the last turn, again, I'm not going to make it. We know we're going to win on this particular turn, so I'm going to get down the highest health, just in case an extra punch goes off or a payback that I'm not thinking about or something like that, and we could potentially still maintain the 100. So let's go. Let's get it. Last match. Let's wrap this thing up, and let's wrap it up with a bang here, and hopefully we can maintain our lead throughout this match with against our opponents here. Maximiliano, I have an excellent hand, and I have to apologize for such. I'm going to get down a Rogers Closet first, even though I usually get down the armed stuff first. The reason being is because I know that my Toga Bill with the Rogers Closet is going to make a higher than 20 attack, and I know that my $300 knife will not make an over 20 attack until 2 swings, and so I'm going to gamble, if you will, on the Toga Bill in first position in order for me to try to get a punch card in second position to help its cause there. Unable to do so, except for that rifle is actually a punch card in and of itself. So I'm going to get the bob down with the big heal just in case I need it for some weird reason. And the rifle is going to still help us punch. So 22 plus the punch of 6, 28 is going to take out that bender. 7 plus 3 is 13. Can we win the game on this turn? With this BGE buff, I think that will be the case. So I'm going to go ahead and try and win the game on this turn to try to make sure that any card that he throws won't hurt us in any way. And that payback! Maybe I should have extended the game one more turn, guys, in order to get that extra point. 1 point, guys. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm pretty happy with that result. We maintaining our lead over American Alcoholics here, given that they have about 6 hours left. Again, extrapolating their possible, their likely total versus our likely total. Looking at what we've done over a given period of time, and it looks like. We're gonna if all goes to plan, we're gonna end up getting another win in the books. So again, guys, if you're looking for a Rumble oriented guild, after this thing is over, we are accepting a few more players. We have room for a couple more, so get in while you can because we will be filling up, and we are always constantly recruiting, and we do care about improving ourselves as we move along here. So thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys next time.